Hi everyone, welcome to Day Trade Arcade. My name is Bart. It's been a while since I have been here and been doing these recaps, about 10 months to be honest. So I just came back from London a week ago where I was working for one of the biggest commodity brokerages globally. So hello ADM, hope everything's going well for you guys down there. A big cheerio to everybody there in London. But yeah, the time has come for me to come back now, and I am now beginning my day trading journey or recommencing it. I'm going to try and keep this very brief. I traded four stocks today, so I'll go through those in a second. Suffice to say that for those who haven't seen me before, I've been day trading for probably about 2 years on and off, but most of it has been along a learning curve of just reading, watching videos, putting together my rules, my whole blog, which is online, all the things that go towards making this a proper business venture, which is what it is. This isn't some kind of run of the mill or some kind of jack trading by night where I'm just going to turn up, tell you what I've done and then disappear. So this is all about my journey about building towards becoming a profitable and consistent day trader. So the plan is that I will be doing these daily recaps every day, just after not during the market, but just after I've actually finished trading. So the market is open, as you can see now. It's 11:40 in the morning in New York. I have finished. I think it took me about 45 minutes to reach my profit target today. So what I'll try and do in these recaps is just basically give you an idea of what I traded, what was good, what was bad, and then hopefully some lessons that you guys can take away to become a profitable day trader. So let's get into it. So so as you can see, this is my close position P&L. Hertz, I traded both long and short, JD, NVRO, and VRX. So all up, it was a good day, $300, which is a good start. Now, mind you, this is still a simulator. The plan is that for the next 2 weeks, I'll be working in a simulator. After that, so probably end of May, I envisage going back to live trading. So I have an account with Interactive Brokers. I'm currently using DAS Trader Direct Access software platform, which is one of I think the best platforms regarding the retail traders like us. And I may go to Speed Trader at some stage as well. But at the moment, my plan is to make a little bit, but make it consistent. So Hertz, let me bring up the chart for Hertz and show you how we did today. So this is Hertz. So actually, I only took 2 trades in this. This is the first one. So I tried to go short, and I was envisaging that this would reach this level that we had down here. Now the problem was, now you can see this is really early on in the day. So I try and give a trade at least a stock 5 minutes just to get a bit of an opening range breakdown or breakout, just to get some levels up. So this is the first minute candle. So, these are the levels I'm kind of looking at. Anything below this would be a breakdown. Anything above this would be a breakout. So, looking at this, I went short thinking that, this will potentially continue its downward momentum. My risk reward was, so this is $20. It was the VWAP. So the blue line is the VWAP line, which is what I use the majority of the time for my entries and profit targets. So 20 cents is what I was looking to lose, and I was looking to make, I think, what's that, 80, so I got in about 75, about 55 cents. So I'm looking to lose 20, make about 50, so it's almost 2 to 1, which is a decent risk reward. It's not great, but it's good. It's much better than 1 to 1, which is what I will do, what I did, and I'll show you the next stock I traded. So anyway, this one didn't work out. It kind of really blew through the VWAP, and I got stopped out. I wasn't gonna wait and see it go all the way up and just completely make a mess of it. So the thing I've learned since not having traded for the last 9 months is that I'm a lot more consistent in cutting off losers quite quickly, because before I would have let them run. So anyway, so what I did was I kept watching this, and there was some news about this. So the CEO or managing director or someone came out with some really stupid things that they said, I think earlier today or late last night. And the old adage, buy the rumor, sell the fact. So the point was that, this is what people were looking at. This is what traders were looking to see. What would happen to it. Obviously, if you have a lot of eyeballs on a certain stock, then that gives you volatility. well, it gives you liquidity at least, but it may give you volatility as well. And that's what we need to survive. That's what we need to thrive on. So as soon as I saw this kind of so this was like a false breakout. That's all it was. So as soon as it kind of went below the VWAP again, I went short here. I think I went 400 or 600 shares. I don't remember. It'll be on here. And I rode it all the way down. And this is a really nice 5-minute red candle. You can see that this is a 5-minute candle there. So just a really nice 5-minute candle. I scaled out in 3 attempts. I could have held on for a bit longer because, as you can see, I mean, this really kind of tanked. But look, I was happy with this as my first trade since getting back after a 9-month hiatus, and I didn't want to do anything silly. So Hertz was good. Cannot complain. Even though the money side of it, wasn't great. The point is that for the first time ever since I've started trading, and even though I've said to myself, I will hide my P&L, I will not be biased towards my P&L, I won't let it judge me, so to speak. But I always had it somewhere in the back where I could have a really quick, glance at it. But this time today, I completely hid my P&L for the first time ever. And I found that it makes a massive difference, just psychologically, because you're not looking at numbers and then trying to, make up losses, or you're not cutting winners short because you've reached your daily target, if that makes sense. So definitely made a big difference to me. So the second stock was JD. So let's bring that down. Let me take all these off. Right, so JD. Let me just remove these markings. So JD was the best trade by far because, once again, I'm using the same strategy, guys. This isn't anything different to what I was doing for 9 months ago. It's just that I've been able to tweak it and become a little bit more experienced at it. So in other words, this is the VWAP. This is my stop loss or my entry point. This is where I got in. I could see it that it was beginning to get some downward momentum. The volume is still very good, and you can see that my profit, my risk reward. So 37.85, well, let's say 37.90 is my stop. I got in at 37.20. So let's say I'm risking 20 cents per share. I think I went in something like, it wasn't even big. I think it was like something maybe 400 shares. And I added to my position here because I could see the downward momentum shifting. And my target was the low of the day, right? So this is all pre-market, right? The market opens at 9:30. So this is all pre-market, but I was looking to get to the low of the day, which it did. And I scaled out in 1, 2, 3 lots. Now, normally what I do is I keep the last little bit. I keep what I call like a little slither, 25 shares, 50 shares, depending on the size I've got. And I just let it ride because sometimes it just continues downward in the right direction. So it just gives you a little bit more profit. But in this case, I could see it kind of pushing up a little bit and it was a good move. So I scaled out, made $177. This is all pre-commissions. I had 24 tickets today, which meant that because I'm with Interactive Brokers and the rates I'm on, I pay somewhere between about $1, $1.50 per execution. So 24 executions mean I'll probably spend about $33, $35 on executions. On commission. So 300 take away 35 would probably made about $260, $270 or something like that for the day. Now, mind you, I'm being very conservative with size. I'm being extremely conservative with my executions. I'm not taking any risks. So this is a good day. Yesterday I made $155, and once again, pre-commission. But yesterday was my first day back after 9 months. I didn't expect anything great, but I know for a fact that once I go back live, it's going to change considerably because trading in a simulator is very different to trading live money. Trust me, there's a lot more going on when you've got live money on the line. So that was JD, and then we had a couple more. I think we had NVRO. So NVRO wasn't really brilliant. It was just one of these ones that I guess I was kind of a little bit biased by the chat room. So what happened here was. Let me take the markings off again. Right, so looking back at now, I probably wouldn't be trading this today. It was only because people were mentioning it and I looked at it. But really, if you look at this, where I got in at $76.50. My stop loss is almost $78. It is huge. It's like $1.50 to my loss. It's a massive, massive distance away. really a very risky entrance. It's not something you want to be doing. But this is why I only went in, I think, with 200 shares. So very, very small position, nothing crazy, because the entry was really not fantastic. So you need to make sure that if you miss your entry, you take a really small position, or you just don't enter the trade. I scaled out once again in 4 times. So I tend to do that. I tend to scale out. I don't scale in that much, but I do tend to scale out. But once again, this wasn't a bad trade. $110, which is perfectly fine. And then the last one we had was VRX. Now VRX, let me just pull up the chart here. VRX was actually quite a good trade if you got in early enough, which I didn't, because once again, I'm still refining. After being a little bit, I guess, out of the picture for 9 months, I'm still finding my fit. It's only day 2. That's why I've given myself 2x in the simulator. But what I found was that this is clearly on an uptrend. Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I don't have the daily chart here. I only have the intraday chart, but the daily chart had some good, good support resistance as well. Some really good uptrending figures. So I was looking at this pre-market, and 9:30, as I said, is where we kind of kick things off. And this big candle initially, icon went. It's kind of scared me off, thinking that it might potentially, head downwards. So the blue line is your VWAP. You've got the 9 moving average, the EMA, which is this. You've got the 20. These are the exponential moving averages. This is 20. This is the SMA 50, and this is the SMA 200. So I thought, if it reaches down to the 20, which it did, it may potentially keep going down to the 50. But I waited 5 minutes, so I'm not getting into trades until the first 5-minute candle closes. And then I just saw this strength building up. I mean, you can see the volume dropped a little bit, but it was still quite good. I mean, you're talking almost, 1.5 million shares in every 5 minutes. So I got in here just over $20, a little bit far away from the VWAP, but still, I mean, I was risking 30 cents, and I was looking to get to the full dollar at least, the whole dollar mark. So I was looking to make, what's that, 40 cents, and I was risking 30. So as you can see, this is not great risk reward, right? You're looking to make what, 40 cents, you're risking 30 cents. So really your risk reward is just over 1, which is not that great. That's almost like a coin toss in a way. But because of the sheer volume and then the sheer strength momentum, I thought it would keep going up. Now, admittedly, I sold a bit too early. Because I wasn't sure, and I was in another trade at the same time. So I was actually in 3 stocks at one stage. So I was quite careful to make sure that I didn't kind of overdo things. So I got out of this quite quickly. And the last little bit was just below break even. But as you can see, some really good momentum up until about 10:15. But that's it. So for the day, $300, which for me, day 2 sim is fine. I didn't overdo it. 24 tickets, it's fine. It's manageable. Risk was managed, and nothing excessive in terms of size wise. So I look forward to you guys tomorrow. Feel free to send me any comments, any feedback, and look forward to it, and take care. Cheers.